Good morning. Who's on here this morning? So, this morning I know I'm a little late getting on. Belle has tuckered herself out for a nap, so this is the earliest I could get here. But I'm gonna do some makeup this morning. Let's catch up from the week, and then I've got a huge announcement. So if everybody who hops on here can give me a like, sprinkle it out there for the world to see. And let's get started with the day. Good morning, Sabrina. How are you? Good morning, Ashley. So I wanted to throw my face on for the day before Belle wakes up from her nap, and then I might put on my Tennessee attire. And I already got my maple coffee in me for the day, so I might be hitting that up for a second cup here in a little bit. We'll see. And let's get started. All right, so I did want to tell y'all how boot camp went this week. So this week was my first week back in a pretty intense workout regimen since having Belle a year ago. At the start of my fitness journey, before she was born, I was training for my first 5K. And then lo and behold, God said, well, it's time to have a baby. So I made it for probably 12 weeks running, and then I got so sick all the time I couldn't stand it, so I stopped that and still exercised a little bit longer. Hit 6 months and I was too uncomfortable to do anything, so I'm not gonna lie, I just kind of gave up. So good morning, Doris. Good morning, Emily. Good morning, Sherry. So, and who hasn't gone through that, right? You hit a hard spot and then you give up and you're like, I'll come back to this. So Belle's a year old. She's sleeping on her own in her own space, and I'm starting to kind of regain my daily life back. So I decided it was time. It's time to make a change. I went through gestational diabetes while pregnant with her, and I'm saying no to that. So this is my effort to get fit for me and be fit for her, because I want to be around for a long time. All right, so get started with this. I'm going to start with so this morning when I got up, I went ahead and put on my Unique Day Moisturizer, which Sabrina, I know we talked a little bit about this week. It is super, super light, so it's not heavy at all, but it does give me some protection from the day, and that's, if you go on and take the skin quiz, I'll post that link up here in a little bit. It does ask you about, whether you're exposed to a lot of pollutants, whether you have a lot of screen time, whether you're around a lot of sun. So you can get boosters in there that will actually protect your skin from those. So I like getting that day moisturizer on. And I have dry patches, so it is nice that I kind of seal that moisture in for the day. And then, as always, I put on my little Mood Struck Lash Serum, which, you guys, we are in the last little bit here to order the special for the lash serum. So you can either get our original Epic Mascara in your serum, or the 4D, which is my favorite because I love the extra drama. So you can get that for $47 with the 4D, and $43 if you get this with the original Epic. Don't miss out on that deal, because once August is gone, I don't think it'll be there anymore. So grab it while you can. And you can find that on my taylordbeautybelle.com. It'll take you directly there. Or if you hit #/ I will get you your personal checkout code. So Touch Glorious primer, after I did all that, is going to go on here next. And it's just the tiniest little bit, not a lot. So this tube is going to last you a long, long time. So here we go. I'm just going to dab it to get started. Good morning, Debbie. Good morning, Kim. I was just watching some of your videos from date night last night. That was so fun. I love that outfit. So it's gonna get it all over. And it goes on, it's like velvet. So a primer. For those of you who have never used a primer, why is it important? Well, it's gonna give me a base. I have really large pores, so it's gonna fill in those pores for me so that my makeup sits on top. So that's more or less how I started primer, was because I have the big pores and I don't want every road bump to show up with my beautiful face. It also helps with the longevity of your makeup throughout the day. So for those of you who haven't had a chance, go back on my Instagram or my Facebook feed. You can see I did some before and after pictures of my full face from going to boot camp and after, and let me tell you, I sweated like crazy. It did not move. You do some primer and some setting spray, magic, because I was pouring sweat. One day I had to run in the rain, nothing moved, so it's great stuff. All right, so now that I've got that on, I just had my fountain, there it is. I'm gonna take my little foundation brush here, and I've got our Touch Mineral Liquid Foundation. That's the first one I chose. I'm gonna order some different ones so we can see what all the BB creams and different types of foundations will do. This is what I wanted to start with. So you've got your little dropper in here, and that's literally all it takes is a few drops. So for me, what I have found is 4 drops get me kind of a medium coverage. When I go 6 to 8 drops, I get more of a full face coverage. So, and originally I was doing closer to 6 or 8 for full coverage, because before I started the Uology skincare line, I had a lot of redness. I had one day where I went to the gym where I didn't have the foundation yet in, and I used one of my old foundations, and it actually caused a lot of breakout and redness and bumps all over my face. And so, good morning, Christy. So I was really surprised at that. In less than 2 days using the Uology skincare line and the Unique foundation, I did the gym last night, and look, this morning this face is clear, it's even. So those, I mean, to get that just in a few days use, I think is amazing. All right, so today I'm just gonna start with my 4 drops here, and let's just see what a medium coverage does today, because I really don't feel like I need a whole lot more. So I've got my primer already down. I'm just gonna blot this, and then we're just gonna buff it on in. So one thing I have learned is I used to put foundation all the way up to my eye, and why I don't do that anymore. So I usually put concealer down underneath my eyes, because I have kind of a natural dark circle blueness underneath my eye, whether I'm tired or not, no matter how much sleep I get. So, but it was always heavy cakey, and I didn't understand what I was doing wrong, because I thought I was doing everything right. So what I've learned now is I don't go all the way up to my eye, leave that space there, because then when I go to put my concealer down, I've only got 1 layer on there. Other than my primer, I've only got 1 layer. So that has helped a lot. So I highly recommend that. I will kind of go over the top of my eyes a little bit though, and get all this in. And you can see, I mean, this really, 4 drops, y'all. This goes a long way. Love it. Morning, Kent. Morning, Jennifer. How is everybody? What's everybody doing this Saturday? I know I will be cleaning the house. At some point, I might take a munchkin out to eat. We'll see. And I'm thinking tomorrow I'm going to go hit this festival we've got nearby Matthews, called Matthews Alive. So if anybody's going to head that way, hit me up. Maybe we can meet up. So yeah, so I mean, that I'm pretty happy with that. I gotta say, especially since I've got all the redness calmed down from the Uology, it's pretty good. All right, so now if I get my hand on it, I'm gonna switch over to our Mineral Touch Skin Perfecting Concealer. So my Touch foundation is in organza, because my virtual assistant helped me out and helped me color match that. And I've got to tell you, everybody I've color matched so far, I've had some trial packs I've been letting them use, and it has been spot on. So I would trust the virtual assistant. If you need help with virtual assistant, hit #color match and I can help you with that. But now, since I'm doing a concealer, normally we would tell you to go 2 shades down. I am so fair that literally the next shade down is the lightest color you can get. So there you go. So this one is going to be in the color Scarlet, okay? Some people do this part with their fingers. I kind of like a brush, that's just me. So I'm just gonna put the littlest dab on there. This is gonna be enough for both eyes. I'm just gonna kind of make my little marks here, and then we're gonna go back and kind of swoosh it in and making our upside down triangle. And I always go a little bit up here too, just to draw attention up, I love all the love this morning. Let's keep it going, y'all. If you're just hopping on, say good morning. Tell me what you're doing this morning. Sprinkle this out for the world to see, and let's hang out. So, the boot camp. The boot camp, I'm not gonna lie, I did Monday, Tuesday. I walked out of there feeling like I didn't know whether I was gonna collapse or throw up. I wasn't really sure. But I felt like I must have been doing something right because I worked pretty hard because I had my Y. We all know I have my Y. She is currently taking a nap. So I'm fighting real hard to get healthy, to be around for a long, long time for her. And my husband, of course, and me. But that boot camp is no joke. I was very encouraged. I've got to say, the boot camp here is just surrounded with positive people who really make it easy to want to push and want to do more. So I'm really excited for that. So the next 6 weeks, the challenge officially starts there. Anybody wants to join me, hit #bootcamp, and I can get you some information on that too. So I just laid down my concealer. So now that I'm done with my concealer, I'm gonna take my little blender here. I can't remember what they call these, but if you ask me, I can get that name for you. But I love these little things. I think they're called blending buds, I'm pretty sure. They come 2 to a pack. You've got your big purple one here, which I would probably use this one for more foundation application. I've just been on my brush a lot lately. I don't know. I just like my brush lately. And then you've got your little tiny one here. Yeah, Christy, I know. I do too. Maybe they have, it's a franchise, so maybe when I come visit you or you come visit me, we can go check one out together. I'm gonna take this one to lay down my setting spray. So the setting spray is totally translucent. It's called Behold Setting Spray, or excuse me, setting powder. I'm sorry. Maybe I do need that second cup of coffee. And I'm just gonna kind of dab it in because I'm gonna lay this down underneath my eyes to set my concealer. So I know I'm 30 and everyone else in here is gonna laugh at me. But I do have some fine lines, and depending on my facial expression, because we all know I may be able to stay quiet, but my face can't. So depending on my facial expression, I can get a little bit of fine lines in there, and I don't want my concealer to set in that. So I'm just gonna kind of set this up so things don't move. And that is the magic of setting powder. It really does work, I'm telling you. Because I've done it. I've done the days I've forgotten to do it. I get to work, I'm washing my hands, I look up in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I can tell I forgot. So definitely worth getting in there. And I probably do more than your average bear, but that's just how I like it. All right, so got that in there. All right, so now, while I'm thinking about it, I usually do my eye makeup next. I kind of do my brows last, but I've got pretty full brows, so all I'm doing is kind of filling them in there at the end. That's just the order I do it in. You can do it however you like. I think makeup there is kind of like cooking. There's really no right or wrong. It's just however you find it works for you. And I'm always learning new techniques, so if you have suggestions, I'm open to them, baby. Send them to me. All right, so next, I am gonna lay down some eye primer. So kind of the same concept in terms of you lay it down, it's gonna kind of help even everything out on your eyes. It's also gonna put a layer there that helps grab on to your eye makeup so that it stays. All right, so this I do with my fingers just because that skin around there is pretty light and fragile. So far, y'all, I've done this without looking in the mirror, so I think it's done pretty good. So there you go. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Jennifer. Good morning, Anna. How are those babies? I keep seeing pictures of them. They look beautiful. All right. So what next? I haven't totally decided everything I'm going to wear today, so I'm kind of doing this on the fly. So here we go. We'll do this. I've had fun with this palette this week. So this was a palette that, because I signed up as a presenter this month, which there's still a little bit of time, so if you're interested, let me know. I got this for free, so I'm excited. So this month, we got some incentives. So what I ended up getting for free is I got my little palette that you can swap out your colors in here any point you want. So you got your palette, you got 4 colors, which I thought these were just perfect for fall. So these are Marvelous, Fervent, Timid, and Manipulative. I really enjoyed using these colors this week. They're gorgeous. And then you got your little your blending brush here, which has been really helpful because I'm not perfect and I almost always end up blending out something that I don't want there. So love it. So let's start with that. So I'm gonna pick up, this is my, what I called kind of my do everything brush. This is my deluxe brush that I got in my artist kit, if you're interested in that. But this one is one of those brushes that if I could only take like 1 or 2, this is my workhorse. I love this one. So I'm gonna start with Timid, our lighter color here, simply as my foundation, because for a during the day look, I want to start with something that's kind of close to my own skin tone, and then we'll build upon that. So I'm gonna take this one and just kind of put it all over. I don't know, I start high. That's just, like I said, I think makeup's kind of free to interpretation for everybody, but this is how I like to do it. I'm sure as I learn some more, I might change it up a little bit, and I'll pass that on to you. So, is everybody I know if you're here in North Carolina, this will be true. Everybody loving just the cool off at night and in the morning. During the day, still been getting pretty warm, but it's starting to feel like fall, which I enjoy a break from the 70 and 80 degree mornings. Good morning, Lauren. So, get this on there. I'm just taking a little peek. I feel like the lighting's getting better. I don't know what y'all think, but I've been working on this lighting thing, learning. I feel like I'm getting a little bit better. All right, so let's see, what will I do next? So the next brush I'm going to switch over to at least. This is my fluffy crease brush, which I'll be honest, before I got my artist kit, I have a lot of brushes. I did not have a brush like this. I guess in looking at brushes, I felt like I had others that would probably be just as good. The deluxe type brush, I have several ones that are similar to that one that I thought could just do it all. It's no big deal. This one makes a difference, so I will say that. It is soft and fluffy. It does pick up a lot of color, but just the way it applies color to the crease and then how you can kind of blend it out is very different from every other brush I have. So I do like this one. So I'm going to grab, let's see, I guess I'll grab my Fervent, which is kind of this, I'll say burgundy color. Good morning, Justin and Megan. So I'm just gonna pick up a little there, and I'm just gonna kind of go on my crease. And I do a little bit of the windshield wiper and a little bit around. And sometimes I do these colors and then day to day, it might be different how I put them on, and that'll change up my look a little bit. I like a little more drama even during the day. But I do plan on wearing a little burgundy top today, so this will be good for that. Because I'm kind of like Kim. I don't like redoing makeup midway through the day, and I don't plan on being late tonight out because I have to put Belle to bed. So this will work kind of for all day for me. Let me see, make sure. I'm just kind of hook it around right there. And you want to get that eye lift look, you want to stick there. Now see how I came a little far over maybe than what I wanted to, a little far down, because it's going to drag the shape of my eye down. So I'll go back with that blending brush here in a minute. I always like it when people talk about the boo-boos they make, because Lord knows I don't know a ton about makeup application. I just kind of pick up what I can. But I'll show you how I'm going to blend that out with that blending brush. So I have a hooded eye. So essentially what that means for me in terms of how I'm going to put this on is I go, how did somebody phrase it the other day? I go uncomfortably higher than maybe someone who does not have a hooded eye, just so you can see the color or when my eyes are wide open. And you can kind of see it over here. I have this eye a little bit better. Does anybody else feel like they do makeup better on one eye than the other? You have to make a little bit more correction for some reason, which both eyes are not going to be, you know, exact, but, you know, you try. And if you're OCD like me, you try and try and try. Hi, Amanda. So here's that. Like I said, I've got a few boo-boos on here, but I'll go back and fix them here in a little bit. Y'all, I'm so ready for fall. I'm ready for bonfires and hot cocoa, apple cider, and all that stuff. I'm just so ready. Fall is definitely my season. All right, just because it's going to bother me till I fix it, where did I just have it? Here we go. I'm just going to take this blending brush and definitely fix this a little bit until it's gone. Good morning, Rebecca. Right, Christy? I love these. I feel like burgundy's kind of my color. So I love it. But it is, you know, I mean, so blue eyes, you go the opposite of the color wheel. You're orange, so anything kind of in that family just makes you pop. I love it. Which my husband is a Tennessee fan. It was just meant to be. I look good in orange. I look good in burgundies, but I'm not an Alabama fan. Alas, I must bleed orange. So I've got to look in there next and see what shade I can pick up for my orange game day stuff. Okay, so look back in here because, you know, if I see a squirrel, I get distracted. So here we go. You can see how before it was hooked all the way out here. I really, for whatever reason, my hand just wouldn't do it right. And I took this blending brush, nice fluffy blending brush, and it's gone. Okay, I cleaned up this side a little bit too, and you can just see how it instantly gave me a lift to my eyes. So if you flunk up a little bit, it's okay, because you got a blending brush. You can wipe away those mistakes. This is why I'm not a baker and I cook, right? Some people are meant to bake and some people are meant to cook, and some are just uber blessed and can do both. I like to cook because when I mess it up, I can fix it, right? All is not lost, which is kind of how I feel about the blending brush. You can fix it. All right, so there you go. So the last thing I'm going to do, well, next to the last thing, I like a little sparkle. So I'm gonna lay this manipulative down just because I want sparkle. What can I say? So here we go. So I'm gonna take my deluxe brush on here. Morning, Erica. How are you? I keep seeing your little bird. I love it. I used to have birds when I was a kid. They're fun. I'm just gonna lay it down. I can pat or I can bring it across. If you want kind of maximum payoff, picking a flatter brush, which this one kind of looks, like I said, it's kind of a do-all. You can see a little bit here. It's flatter, so I could pick it up and just pat stuff down, but it's also pretty wide, so I can brush across too. It's a good brush. I love brushes like this because they do a lot. So I'm just gonna kind of bring this across here like that, because I love sparkle. What can I say? And hoodoo. So y'all, I did forget to bring my little brush cleaning spray in here. I just forgot, and I don't want everybody to have to wait. So I'm just gonna wipe this off in the back of my hand. So I'm just gonna go in here with my blending brush and just kind of blend it into the sunset. That's kind of what these colors make me feel like, an autumn sunset. I love it. All right, just so you don't have such harsh edges. Okay, so I'm not blending them till they're gone. This is different from what I was doing before. I'm just kind of mushing them up and marrying them a little bit, you know. I might bring this over a little bit and blend that a little bit here. Doesn't take a lot, just a little something. Like I feel like I got a little, maybe a little crazy here, so we'll kind of blend this a little bit more. All right, yes, love the fall colors. And here, Eric, I don't know if you saw these, but so this was a palette I got for free for getting my presenter kit this month. So manipulative, timid, fervent, and marvelous. Love these colors. There's still a chance to get these. And guys, I have a lot of people right now interested in just signing up to get their discount, because even if you don't want to necessarily build a team, this is a great way to save a lot of money on some great cosmetics. So there's that. And I don't know that next month they're gonna offer a palette with a brush, which is, you know, like a palette like this, you're looking at like kind of $52, and then you got your brush, it's about, excuse me, this month it's this brush, which is $18. You're getting these for free. So that's great. And then top it off, because I'm yellow, which took very little effort this month. And again, you may not do it to build a team like I'm doing, but you may do it just get the discount. When you originally sign up, you'll get 20% back. So it's great savings. All right, so where am I going next here? Oh, I know where I was going with this. I'm just gonna, I only have like 3 brushes over here because I didn't feel like dragging everything out. So I'm just gonna take my fluffy brush one more time. I'm gonna go back to our timid, okay? And I'm just gonna kind of highlight a little bit in here. Just kind of brighten it up. I'm gonna put a little bit in there. That's just how I like it. And there you go, that's it, that's all to that. Doesn't take super a lot of time. I'm gonna go in with my eyebrow pencil right quick. So guys, I'll be honest, so I've got full brows. But I've got a few little places just where I feel like they're kind of sparse, so I like to fill them in just a touch. Good morning, Brandy. So this is my Mood Struck Precision Brow Liner, and it's in the shade medium, which is kind of a brown. I've got dark brown hair, so this is perfect for me, dark brows. So I am gonna look in the mirror for this just because it's a little bit easier to see what I'm filling in. I've got my little spoolie over here, which I'm just so used to using my fingers. So sometimes I brush them up a little bit to get started, get that in, and then I'll kind of brush them back down. So I'm gonna stay lighter towards the beginning and get darker at the end. But like I said, I don't do a ton. It's just a little fill in where I feel like it's a little sparse, and that's it. I mean, I'm not doing a lot. One day I may get the brow palette and do a little bit more, we'll see. But right now, just the age and stage I'm at, they're pretty good. I can't complain. Although if I don't keep them waxed when I go get my hair done, they get a little early Brooke Shields on me, so finish that up there. All right, so brow, like I said, I don't do a ton just because I already have full brows. I don't need a ton. It's just where I feel like I need it. All right, so we got that down. I'm gonna kind of switch gears and go back towards my face a little bit here. So I have been learning more on contouring, and I don't know everything yet, but I do like a little bit of bronzer. I like the shadow effect, so we'll work on that a little bit here. So I was using before a bronzer brush, which I like a bronzer brush. I'm still figuring out how to use it better, and like I said, as I learn, I'll show you guys. But for now, what I've found works better for me is I take that same flat top brush that I was using for my foundation, just because I feel like it blends a little bit easier for me. I'm gonna do a little swirly loop here. So this is my bronzer in the color Sunset. You can see it's marbled kind of on this side. It's kind of shimmery on that side. I just do a little of it all. And I'm gonna do what's called a 3 and E. So simply, I'm going to my hairline up here. I'm gonna wipe down. I do make it a little fat right here because I'm gonna, right in there. I might blend just a little bit. I kind of go back and forth. I'm sorry, you guys, every once in a while I look down in that mirror just so you know what I'm doing here. All right, and then I'm gonna come down here and finish. I'm gonna go up here and do the same, just kind of blend it up my hairline. I'm gonna come down, make that there. Yeah, you can see how it's just creating that shadow a little bit under here. And then I take that end that I was doing my concealer with under my eyes. I'm just gonna kind of create a shadow here. It just gives definition to your face. You can see there, maybe a little bit more on this side. Yeah. Blend that out a little bit. All right, so now I'm gonna hop over to my blusher. So my blusher, this one came in my presenter palette, and this one is in Sisterly, which I like this color. Like originally, this is maybe not a color I would have picked, but I've got to say, sometimes, have you ever found you put something on, you're like, I would have normally picked that, but I like it. So there you go. So I'm gonna pick that up and just kind of put it on the apples, going up. All right, so now, this is where it's a crucial step that I would tell you, definitely don't miss this, okay? And this is what we're gonna call baking, okay? Has anybody ever baked before? And by baking, I mean your makeup. I don't mean cookies in the oven, even though if you got some today, I might hit you up for that. This is gonna be baking for your face, okay? So we're gonna go back to our Behold setting powder, okay? And I'll show you this really cool test of setting powder. Maybe I'll do that later tonight when I'm kind of done with my face for the day, so you can see the power of setting powder. I'm gonna pick some up. I'm gonna kind of do it really thick, and I'm gonna put it down over my whole face. Now this is translucent, okay? So when we get done, this is not meant to give you any extra color, but we're gonna pat it down pretty thick to start, okay? And what this is gonna do, I'm gonna leave this 5 to 10 minutes while I finish up some stuff and maybe go through some of my big news stuff for you, okay? But when we bake it on, we put it on really thick like this and it sets up, your makeup's not gonna move, okay? You gotta put your cell phone up to your face today and you look back and you're like, now I gotta wipe this phone off because my face is all over it, right? You bake this in with your setting powder, ain't gonna move, honey. So this is what I've been doing this week to combat the sweat and the rain that comes with boot camp, okay? This has been the magic pill, okay, so that this doesn't move, okay? You know what, I forgot to do my eyeliner. I did forget to do that. Good morning, Amanda. All right, so I'm telling, this is the squirrel effect. I'm telling you, I'm bad this week. Maybe it's all the coffee, I don't know. All right, so I'm gonna go back to this. I'm gonna sharpen my pencil a little bit. So this is my Moodstruck Precision pencil, and it's in the color Perfect, which is a black, okay? It goes on super smooth. So unlike a lot of pencils I've used over the years, this one glides on really easy, and it doesn't move. You put it down, it doesn't move. I need to do one night the liquid liner. I haven't done that one yet, but I will be doing that one soon. So for fun this week, because I earned some extra Y cash, so the other night I put this order in, it was like almost like $250 worth, but I only ended up spending $50 because I had a bunch of Y cash to use. So that was good. And I still got some, I got my 25% off. So there you go. So I ordered this little pencil sharpener, which I gotta say, I like it better than the other pencil sharpeners I use, because this one's perfect for travel, y'all. And I'm gonna show you why. Because it's got the little chambers, So you can see where I've got some shavings in there from before. So especially when I'm on the go, when I'm traveling and I don't want stuff all over the place, or I don't want to hold my sharpener over a trash can, I can just use this and I can dump it out later when it's more convenient. So in the mornings, sometimes when I am just a little behind and I need to do a couple minutes of makeup in the car, this is perfect. So I'm just gonna throw this on again, excuse me for a minute, because I'm gonna do this in my mirror over here. It glides on. I don't ever pull my eye to put eyeliner on. I know some people do, and that's fine. That's what you like. But one, I have contacts in, so pulling on my eye kind of messes with me for a minute until my contact reseats. And two, the skin around your eyes is really, really sensitive. So pulling on them over time, you know, you're more likely to set fine lines and wrinkles in. So you can just see just a few swipes upper and lower from eye to eye. You can already see the difference, okay? So I like that it doesn't take much work with these pencils at all. You get some good payoff in lining your eye. Like I said, my left eye, for some reason, I don't feel as coordinated getting that back. All right. Whatever reason, my hand just don't like to do it over there. But there we go. It's on now. So, you know, I think today, which one do I want to do? I think we'll just do the Epic. That's kind of what I'm feeling. So we'll do the Epic mascara. So I'll get some stuff out of my way here. So I'm still baking on my setting powder right now. So we'll finish this up. Little baby girl's starting to wake up, I can tell, but she's really tired today. We've had a busy day, busy week. So here's your little, I know some people really care about spoolies. So there you go, there's your spoolie. I'm gonna take this on. I haven't curled anything at all. And I'm just going to, yeah, I'm going back and forth. Hi, Connie. How are you this morning? I kind of roll up as I do it. Get it on there. Now, I already did my lash serum this morning, so it's more than set on there. But I usually, if I was just doing it as I got up in the morning, I'll do it first thing, and then usually I'm running around kind of get my stuff together for the day, so it's got, you know, plenty of time to dry. But really, it doesn't take that long at all. And yes, I must do the little fish face in order to get it on. Whether I'm putting contacts in or doing mascara, for some reason, to anchor everything, I have to hold my mouth open. Not sure why. Is anybody else like that? All right. So, I don't know if you can see the difference. And I didn't curl, but big difference. Because I gotta tell you, I've got really straight lashes. And they're not very long, so this has made a big difference for me. So to me, the big difference between Epic and 4D, in my opinion, has been they both add volume, they both add fantastic length, which the primer is coming out September 1, y'all, so be on the lookout for that, because that has showed incredible results from what I've seen so far. I'm really excited to get my hands on that next, because, you know, I have this friend at work who just naturally has beautiful, beautiful eyelashes, and I swear she's going to get an ingrown eyelash into her eyebrows because they're so long. I mean, they're beautiful, beautiful lashes. My daughter has beautiful lashes. Mine are straight and short. So the difference to me between Epic and 4D is the Epic adds length and volume. 4D is off the chain length and volume. It depends on the look I'm going for that day. This is still a daytime look for me right now, even though I know I added the drama of the fall color on here. So later today, I might go back and just throw on some 4D as we get a little bit further into the day. But for just a daytime look today, I'm gonna do just a little less drama and do just the plain old epic, which I love. I mean, it just, you know, every day you got a little mood for something different. So I'm gonna go back and put this in here. And then we'll talk about the big announcement I had for you this morning that I'm super excited about, because I've been brainstorming on a few things. Been busy on getting back to work this week and starting boot camp. A lot of things have happened in August. So baby girl turned 1 last week. Boot camp started. I kicked off this business. I'm working on launching my online boutique. So I'm really excited for y'all to see that in the upcoming future. I'm forever a planner, and I like stuff to be just right, and of course on God's timing. So definitely letting him lead me as to the timetable of when this is going to open. But I've got a lot of work done, which hasn't been bad. I mean, it hasn't been super hard. It's just balancing it all, right? So, okay. All right, there we go. I'm happy with that. Gives me some drama, but not too much for the daytime. I like it. All right, so while I finish baking, let's talk about the big announcement. So, big announcement that I'm launching today is that I am doing an affiliate program. So, what does that mean? What does it mean for what could come for you? So, I need every week 3 people, and I'm going to take the first 3 people that want to join me in doing the affiliate program. So what that means for you is that you could earn a free mascara. Free. 100% free. Will not cost you a dime. So if you are interested in that, and I'm going to put a post up about this later for everybody to see on shorthand, is if you will hashtag free in this video, I will reach out to you and we'll talk to you about what that means if you want to get on for this week. Because once this week fills up, we can start looking at the weeks to come. But starting September is when I'm going to launch it. So, like, no time. We're going to be doing some fun things for you to earn free product. Okay? So, you won't have to do hardly anything. I mean, it's going to be great. So I'm excited about that because I want you to get free product in your hands. I love free product. I love a great deal, okay? But I will personally pay for these items. I will either deliver them to you myself if you're closer enough, or I'll ship them to you. I'm happy to do either. But what you'll get is either a 4D or an epic, okay? I'll let you choose. It'll be up to you. Because I know some people like one over the other. I've had friends ordering this week who love one over the other. And starting in September, I'm also going to be ordering a limited supply of some things I'm going to be keeping around. So for those of you who love instant gratification, I will be keeping some things on hand, but it will be super limited stock, and once it's gone, okay? I'm not necessarily going to order any more in that month. So when I list it, and they will be at a great discount, let me know then, because once they're gone, they're gone. Good morning, Pat. Good morning, Dana. So, all right, so let's finish my baking. So I'm just going to kind of hop off my excess here. Okay, from where we baked, where we patted on pretty heavy. Got a hair right there. Our setting powder. Okay, so now this ain't gonna move. If I wanted a dewier finish, I would put on my setting spray, which the days I'm gonna work out, a lot of times I will also put on my setting spray just to lock everything in. But I really for a day-to-day. I normally like a matte finish, so there you go. I may end up a little bit later putting on some more blush because I'm kind of like Kim. I love me some blush. And then just put cherry on top. I gotta have my lip bonbon. It's my favorite. So this, I haven't tried all the lip products yet, but of the 3 I've tried, you know, for a daytime look, the lip bonbon, this one is in Red Velvet Cake, is my favorite. Okay, so a tinted lip balm. Goes on super easy. Keep it in my pocket, my purse. My daughter loves it, and they're made with great ingredients. I'm not scared about her putting a little bit on her lips for moisture. It's just perfect daytime look. Take it to the gym, whatever. It's just great. I love it. So, sprinkle this video. Good morning, Christy. If you're in the replay, hit hashtag replay on me, hashtag Belle. And like I said, if Sabrina, I know I told you you're gonna love it. I think this month I may order one in every color. We'll see, because I love it. Because I need them sprinkled throughout areas where I may forget to throw them in my pocket. Because I forgot them one day this week. I hated it. I did not have my bonbon all day, and it drove me nuts. Yeah, reach out to me if you guys need anything or want to try something, or if I can get my virtual assistant on it to help make it happen. If you're interested in anything and you have any hesitancy, let me tell you guys, we have a love it guarantee. That means in the first 14 days when you get it, if you hate it for whatever reason, if it just doesn't work for you, color's not right, you want to switch to something else, you're going to get your money back. How many companies will do that for you, right? Good morning, Anne. So hit me up this week. I'm going to be around in Matthews probably tomorrow. I'm going to be around here today. I may hop on live again. We'll see. But keep watching for the announcements. Keep sprinkling things out there for me, because you're helping me out as a new small-time business owner. I'm trying to get some things up off the ground so I can spend more time at home with baby girl and Justin. And I hope everybody's going to have a great Saturday. I look forward to the Labor Day weekend. Bye, y'all.